recording. There's the 1 second mark. I think this thing, guys, is it's a little bit slow. What up, YouTube? Uh, Straight to it. Today I'm going to be doing a Louis C.K. reaction. But I'm slightly confused with the format of this video or how long this video is supposed to be because I saw other reaction channels. Yeah, like I didn't look at their reactions particularly when I like search for a Louis C.K. video to react to. Honestly speaking, because I didn't want to see the content of what is happening. I wanted to react to it myself for the first time in terms of my journey into the Louis C.K. world per se. So today I'm going to be reacting to Indians, white people, and God's Earth or some shit like that. And I think this video is supposed to be 1 minute and 40 seconds. Basically, yeah, nearly 2 minutes, you know. But I was very unsure because, like, usually I react to shorter videos for quality control because I don't have the best equipment. However, like, too short a video is sort of suspicious in terms of a reaction. So I got two different videos. I think I got like an audio that's 5 minutes, and I got this 1 minute 40 second that seems to be the more popular one in terms of the basic like suggestion saying this is the one to react to. So without further ado, we're gonna get to this reaction and we're gonna see what Louis C.K. has to say. Hopefully this construction thing doesn't get in the way. I've turned the volume up as much as I can. Let me not do it too loud. Okay, let's get to it, guys. And if this doesn't work out or it's too short or whatever, I'll go to the 4 minute, 5 minute one and I'll say, hello YouTube, my name is Rizil and I fucked up the intro. I'm Rizil and I'd like to welcome you back to my channel, and today we are doing a Louis C.K. blah 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 blah. Let's get to it.
I really think that white people are from like another planet. Because when we came to America, it was so nice. It was just Indians. And they weren't even Indians. We called them that by accident. And we still call them that. Like we knew in a month that it wasn't Indians, but we just don't give a shit. We never corrected. We came here, they're like, hi. And we're like, hey, you're Indians, right? And they're like, no. No, this is India, right? No, it's not. It's totally other place. You're not Indians? No. Ah, you're Indians. You're Indians for hundreds of years after. We ruined everything here. This was it was just coast to coast, just green, brown, and beautiful. And all the humans were just walking around with painted faces, just walking, and they'd be like, ooh, that looks yummy, and they just eat from the ground, and then they'd sleep on the grass, and they'd wake up and they'd fuck, and then they'd go for a swim and do a little dance. That was the whole continent, was just folks doing that. I mean, there was people in Mexico cutting off kids' heads and rolling them down the urban stairs. But that's always going on. What are you gonna, you can't do a whole lot about that.
Oh shit. Oh, I wish that was longer. Okay, how about I do this? I'll see whether I'll do like another reaction, an extended reaction to the other video I got stored over there and ready for a reaction, just in case like he has more to say about that subject. But one, I think it's interesting how we acknowledge like different aspects of that story in terms of the history of America, especially that the initial discovery of America by the Europeans. The Americas were honestly already discovered by other races and ethnicities, but then the Europeans came and then discovered it and sort of like built this thing of saying we were the first to discover the new world, America, Christopher Columbus. And then when you go back in history, you realize, oh no, there's been other races that have been around America all this time. Shit, even the Vikings fucking went to America before the is Christopher Columbus Italian or some shit? Yeah, even the Vikings were in America too. They passed by those Americas before all that shit happened. So that Christopher Columbus story is sort of like relating to one segment of people and their first time, but them taking a claim over that entire discovery is obviously bullshit. Not an insult; it's just historical facts. And in terms of this thing of like, I like how he delved into the whole white, not necessarily white people ignorance, because again guys, growing up the way I've grown up, I know like all races do that, right? Like me growing up in the neighborhood I did, people were, especially like I grew up in like an Indian community, so a lot of them were too lazy to like be maybe even respectful or like interested enough to get my name right in terms of my surname or my ethnicity or whatever, and they'll just be like, what's your name? Like my surname is Njuki, it's Kenyan, and then they'll be like, hey Njuku or whatever and stuff, and then my middle name would be like, my Kenyan middle name would be like Mogambi, and then they'll look, Mugabe, they'll compare me to Robert Mugabe when it's totally different. Mugabe is Zimbabwean, Mogambi is like Kenyan. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, little things like that show the ignorances of a lot of human beings, not just white people, in terms of like just coming up to people and saying, hey, you Indian, and technically not even technically, they're not Indian. They're cross, like they're South Americans that went up north into North America and built a life for themselves. They're technically the same type of people, but they're North American, Native Americans or whatever, who lived in both those continents. I think I'm not too clear about it. I'm going off of the information I currently know about that entire history. I need to go more into that history, you know what I'm saying? But they're not Indians like Indians in India, you know, but they went, you just Indian, you know. I think that was dope and stuff. In terms of there's so many things I wanted to reference to. I hope I don't forget anything, guys, honestly speaking. But even in terms of the thing about they were just walking around naked and like being peaceful and fucking and just like, you know, and I saw that even depicted in like the last season of Vikings, for whoever watched Vikings, about when they first made contact with the Native Americans and whatnot. One of the first to make contact with them, there's been other people who made contact with them, how they were so peaceful and everything was so fun and they were living natural, and for the most part, yeah, they were living natural, and there wasn't too much trouble except for different rivalries amongst tribes, like we all have it in Europe. We had like it's been had in terms of Africa. We've had our rivalries and killings between our tribes, etc., etc. But yeah, in Native America, it wasn't all peace. They were like killing each other, and they were at war with each other. And the white people coming there and coming in with their own interests because they were starving or whatever, or they are hungry and looking for a place to make a new home because like their home wasn't working out. It just overcomplicated things. It's like a family fighting and then someone outside the family coming in, and then you're already fighting within your family, and you know, like you haven't settled enough to like finish the fight and then become strong again, and then some outsider comes and just fucking like with their own interests just fucks up your entire shit and kills both of you while you're fighting, you know, like divide and conquer, when they weren't even here when you were divided in the first place. You know, him highlighting that was pretty dope. Sorry, I need to listen to something over here. 1 minute.
When we came to America, it was so nice. It was just Indians.
Yeah, I just needed to confirm something. But yeah, guys, I turned a comedy reaction into something so deep. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts on whatever he said and everything. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notifications, and I'm honestly gonna try and do a second reaction right now and see if it works out. If it works out and there's more to say, I'ma upload that too. If it doesn't, looks like you don't get a second video. But hey, that's been my reaction to Indians, white people, and America or whatever, on God's earth or whatever. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notifications, and thank you for joining me today. Yeah, see ya.
Set it off, nigga, set it off. Bling, pop, pish, posh, how I flex it off. Let's talk more shots that I'm getting off. You don't wanna walk, Lone Ranger, how I let it off.